Beers and Beers is the #1 podcast in the world, and also F. Gabe.
This is the Beers and BS podcast, sponsored by one of the locals, Under the Sun Inserts, Brewport Coffee House, and Brewport Cafe. And now here's your hosts, Adrian, Joe, and Mike.
Yeah, this album is dedicated to all the teachers that told me I never amount to nothing. To all the people that lived above the buildings that I was hustling from that called the police on me when I was just trying to make some money to feed my daughter.
22.
And all the niggas in the struggle, you know what I'm saying? It's all good,
Baby.
It was all a dream.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Beers and BS, the podcast. We're your hosts. We have Mike D, Joey.
What's up?
I'm Adrian. Down in Tennessee, we got our producer, Gabe. What's up, Gabe?
What's going on, guys? Shout out to Puff Daddy on the run.
Yep.
Yes. That was an honor of P. Diddy.
Yeah.
I was just waiting for it to start. That's all.
Yeah.
But I like the fade.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Told you I'd work on it.
And so you did. We're gonna get into that at some point on this pod tonight. P. Diddy on the run. Well, not on the run, right?
Well, they raided his houses, right?
Yeah.
All right. We'll get to that. First things first, I just wanted to bring something up. Last week, guys, we had our episode with our friend Freddie Ford, but then we had a bonus episode of Jeopardy. You guys might have seen that. We had a nice little clip on there, and there was a question about who played lead guitar on Michael Jackson's "Beat It."
Yeah.
And then we got into the conversation of who sang Ebony and Ivory. And
Is this a redactyl?
This is me being a man.
Sorry, Mike.
Okay. This is me being a man and admitting when I'm wrong. I was saying that it was Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson that sang it. So was Joey. Joey agreed. Gabe agreed. Mike said he was going to fact check us, and he did.
Oh, shit.
I didn't really need to. I knew it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Wait a second.
I know. He fact checked us. You don't remember that text over the weekend? For the record?
No.
No?
Yeah.
You commented on it.
What?
You did.
Wait, was this Saturday?
Yeah.
He's like, you can't hold anything I said Saturday.
All right, Saturday was.
Yeah, blur.
Yeah.
Okay. So Mike fact checked it. He was right, and we were all wrong. So, Mike, you were right.
Wait, well, who is it?
Thank you.
No, it was Stevie Wonder and Paul McCartney that sang Ebony and Ivory.
Well, I really remember fucking Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson.
They did. They sang "Say, Say, Say."
Say what
yeah.
you want.
But I thought it was that one. So
I remember the music video.
Yeah.
I could see them, the two of them.
I mean, you still got the question so wrong.
No,
but
that,
you were right.
About
yeah.
Wait, did that change me lose? Did that change me losing or no?
No.
Sure.
Pretty sure.
Positive.
But Gabe tried to throw you a bunch of softballs, and
he did.
You missed a swing on. Most of them.
How did I fucking?
I think the game was kind of like geared towards you with Dave Matthews Band.
If I would have missed a Dave Matthews question,
Pizza.
I would have fucking left. I think.
So, are you saying the game was rigged?
I don't want to say rigged, but definitely geared to spoon feed Joey. And
There was only one pizza question.
okay, only one pizza question. There was what's the burger joint that Joey loves?
Shake Shack.
Shake Shack.
We all got that right.
Dave Matthews.
But
Joe was a postman. Zip codes. There was like 5 questions that were geared directly to Joey's likes and occupation, and
there was a whole category that you picked, though. That was your favorite.
Yeah,
subject
and
to
I
explore.
nailed the 2 top questions on that, Gabe. So
You did.
slow your roll.
You got the $800 and $1,000 question.
Yeah, I did.
Right.
Bamboo.
I have to say, you really dissected. It seemed like you really dissected every question.
I did, though. I wrote it.
Yeah.
I still can't believe bamboo's grass. But, hey.
Okay. So I'm glad we got that out of the way. It's time to move on. Oh, look, he's got it written down. There we go. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And the points for Adrian's
Smoke weed every day.
Family Feud should be should have not counted.
Okay. You didn't like that I wrote the first name and said the second name? I said the last name. You didn't like that?
No, you wrote Richard.
And I said, so
no, you said you wrote Richard.
I wrote the first
Family
name.
Feud.
I wrote the first name, right?
Yeah. And when we hold up the whiteboards,
and I said the second
game
name.
over.
So I'm saying you didn't like that.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
That's not how the game is played.
No problem.
You know what this means, right? We just have to have another one.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yeah, that was the warm-up.
Let's
round.
do Wheel of Fortune this time.
And just to point out, okay, in the text, Mike was talking about how he was just going to run the table.
I failed to run the table.
Yeah, bro.
I'm a man. I missed a couple questions. There was a couple questions right there on the tip of my tongue. And I actually, when I break it down, I was like, you know what? I was more intoxicated than anybody there. You guys brought like one beer to the game. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Dude,
So
I brought the same beers. Same amount of beers.
Get the
that I bring.
fuck out of here. Joe had a wine cooler and you had one beer you were milking all night. So
Yeah.
fuck out of here.
Okay.
Wine
All right.
cooler.
So
Hey,
it
so
was vodka and iced tea, buddy.
do you still?
and Gabe came out a little aggressive that night. When I look back at the recording, and I just say, "Listen, Gabe, I know I've been there before. If you're not popular, they ain't hating. You know what I'm saying? That's
Dude.
all.
What do you mean? What aggressiveness did I display?
Oh, Gabe, you try to clown me, bro, and you know you sounded small. You know that's all I'm saying.
Listen. All right. Listen.
Next,
On that,
what are you drinking tonight?
and those bag of excuses over there. Do you have that? Just Gabe just doesn't like you.
It's all right. Listen, not everybody has to like me, but some guys have man crushes, and you know if it's not reciprocated, maybe it gets a little butthurt. I don't know.
Okay. All right. You ready to you ready to put that bag of excuses away now?
Whatever you want to do.
Okay. Is it?
They're
is
all
it away?
done.
All right. Good. Good.
You feel better?
Thank God.
I got it off my chest.
Yeah. All right. Good. I mean, I started off by apologizing. You say I was
accept
wrong
your
and you were
apology.
right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Love you. Love you too, Gabe.
Yeah. All right,
Love you
guys.
too.
As we start off. Oh, yeah. All right. Maybe one day. As we start off every
Ladies and
podcast-
gentlemen, it's time for couple skate.
You know that I said that, right? I would wait around for a couple skate. Anyway, Joey, what are you drinking? Let's just get to it. What are you drinking tonight?
Well, I drink Montauk's a lot, and I drank it again tonight specifically because I had a shirt on, and I felt like I had to go that route. I got Montauk Cold Day IPA, classic,
Can't go wrong.
a classic in their collection of beers. And cheers, that's what I'm drinking.
Very good.
Cheers, Michael.
Not a wine.
I went with a classic, and I don't think we hit this. Just regular Heineken. Our friends from Holland have been brewing this for a long time. 5% alcohol. Everybody knows it tastes delicious. You want to get your buzz on.
Is that a 22 ounce?
That is.
Nice.
Picked up a couple.
Yeah. You don't see I had the bottle. Too.
I tell you
Old
what,
school.
I used to drink Heinekens all the fucking time, dude. Like that was my go-to beer for years.
No, they're delicious.
And then-
I mean, at my age, I go for the lights because they're like only 100 calories.
Yeah, the silvers too.
Yeah, but I really like an ice cold Heineken Light.
Yeah.
Man, it's fucking delicious.
Yeah.
But
I'm going to be honest. Never really was into Heineken.
Really?
really,
Yeah. I would drink Amstel Lights.
okay,
Love those.
yeah, yeah.
Not
No.
really Heineken.
Right.
I have, I never had this before. It's a double dog, double IPA, 12% alcohol.
Wow.
It's from Flying Dog, and I'm not loving it. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not loving it.
That's
But,
funny.
I will drink it though.
What's the alcohol content?
12%. 12%. Yeah. So
That's why.
I see your 5 and raise it 7. Okay.
why
And
it's
this
a
guy
little
talks
bitter.
about, right? This guy he was drinking gluten-free beer last week, just so we're clear. Okay. 3% gluten-free
I
beer.
had a six
And
pack.
I'm more intoxicated than everybody else. Okay. Just want to point that out. Okay. What do you got, buddy?
I'm drinking water still.
Yeah?
I'm going on the Freddie Ford challenge. I'm
Nice.
gonna go on a
Okay.
diet. I'm gonna. I mean, listen, it's not like I can't not afford to do it. I do need to drop some pounds. So yeah, I'm
It's
Wait,
a good lifestyle.
Can I ask you, like, were you inspired by Freddie story?
a little bit. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I was already on my way to losing some weight, anyways. But seeing an older person than I am drop that many pounds, yeah, definitely.
So, right. So on Saturday, it was pouring all day. I mean, we got probably like over 3 inches of rain. You know, I mean, it just poured all day on Saturday. Joey sent a text to the group. He's like, I just saw Freddie walking in the rain, in the pouring
Yeah.
rain. He goes, I feel fatter now than ever.
Like sheets of rain were coming out of the sky,
Yeah.
and he's just walking.
That's it, man. Right. 9.5 miles.
Crazy, bro.
I mean,
Keep it up, buddy.
I may not want to do the Freddie Ford challenge because I may not be right for that. But I mean, if we want, we could do some kind of like Biggest Loser thing or something, like, because he did inspire me, like, to wake up, you know, and it's never too late, you know.
Yeah.
At his age, and we still have, you know, a lot younger, not a lot younger than him, but
Have you changed anything?
no,
Last week?
I was hoping to do like maybe a weigh-in this week, and then you know, all of us, and then we could start challenging each other, you know, because I think you know, you need that kind of inspiration maybe sometimes,
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
a little challenge. If you leave it up to yourself, you get lazy, and you rationalize things in your mind. And
Yep. Absolutely.
I'll cheer you guys on. I feel like I'm perfect. So,
you have no sound effect for that.
all right, guys. So actually, something happened in the past 24 hours. That's pretty crazy. Joey actually put me onto it this afternoon. We were together, and he brought it up. I didn't know about it, and he brought it up. And it's about that Baltimore Bridge. You know, that Baltimore Bridge collapse in the Baltimore Harbor.
What a shame, man.
And I couldn't believe the video footage. Here we go.
It's hard to watch.
I mean, look at this.
But you do see the lights going on and off on the ship, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So they said they were losing power. And are these things run by GPS these days? Is this what's happening? Is it autonomous?
Not in tight quarters like this. They have autopilot, but
I mean, it was almost like, see how it just kind of beelined for it?
Yeah, no, it made a right turn right into it, man.
Amazing to watch this thing collapse like that. Oh my God.
kidding me.
Just how fast, right?
No, but that was sped up, right?
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was sped up.
Oh, okay.
see how fast the seconds are going on the top of that? Yeah.
Yeah, that's I tell you, my wife, every time we go over a bridge, she's always like a little nervous.
Me too. Like, you know, the Throg's neck for some reason. I don't know. It's like climbing up it, you know, just like I can't get over that fucking thing quick enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I trust it, but
I don't mind driving over them, but if once in a while you get stuck in traffic on one, then I'm a little on edge.
Bridges and tunnels, like, you know, something, you know, I take the tunnel a lot too. And I'm like,
I don't really think about it on a bridge, but definitely every time I go into a tunnel, I think about it. Especially when you're stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
When I was living in California, we had a series of earthquakes, and there was a few that made overpasses crumble and fall onto the freeway below, and it was crushing cars like crazy.
they have a
So
World
after that
Series.
happened, I would always, if I was in traffic, I would stop and let a gap form in front of me before I would go under the overpass.
So you go fast.
In case there was an earthquake, I didn't want to get crushed.
Yeah. Jesus, man.
Yeah. So you were in California, right? When what was that? There was the Giants, right? San Francisco was Candlestick Park.
1987.
Yeah.
Joe Buck was
Yeah, I
on
think
there.
it was
I think.
87.
He was
We're driving there.
no, he was calling the game, I believe.
Joe, maybe his dad was.
It was in
No,
the
it
80s,
was-
right?
No, it was
It
in
was
the 90s.
Al Michaels, I think.
Oh, was it?
Pretty sure it was
No,
Al
Yeah, I
Michaels.
don't think Joe Buck was calling games in '87.
No.
Anyway, so how many earthquakes have you experienced, Gabe?
So there was one that pretty much destroyed the city that I lived in.
Holy shit.
Yeah. The whole downtown district was demolished pretty much. It was built in the early 1800s, so everything was brick. There was nothing retrofitted for earthquakes at all. So everything just collapsed.
Wow.
But I've
Scary.
probably been through at least, at least a dozen.
Yeah, that's scary, man.
Yeah.
I've never been in one.
So does anybody have any more information on that? On the Baltimore? I mean, Gabe, I know you said you were doing a little research on it.
Yeah, so I'll show you this clip that there's a YouTuber out there that is a maritime expert, I guess you can say.
Mhm.
And he put something together. I don't know if I want to do the whole video because it's a little bit lengthy, but he has this map here, and it shows the tugs pulling the boat.
Update here. Want to show you the video of the track line of MV Dolly as it leaves the berth here at the Port of Baltimore. So here's Dolly. There will be two tugs, Bridget and Eric McAllister, that are going to come in and take the ship off the berth. You see its track line here as it heads out. I'm going to go ahead and let this play.
So this wasn't
head up here.
It wasn't traveling for too long, huh?
See it go here a
No.
little bit faster than normal.
Within
Two tugs
a
come
half
in
hour, it's
and they
fucking
get the
cracked.
vessel off, and the ship is going to head out into the track. I'm going to pause it right here, and we're going to go ahead and reset here. Dolly's coming down her track.
Oh boy.
So I don't know if I want to play the whole thing because
Yeah,
I don't know if we're gonna. I don't want to rip the guy off or anything, but he goes into the mechanics of the ship, and he goes into talking about the Mayday call that they put out once they realized they lost power. They did drop anchor. So when I keep seeing on social media people saying that this was a terrorist act and this was a cyber attack, it clearly wasn't. They radioed right away when they lost power. They put out the Mayday, and that actually saved a lot of lives because they stopped traffic on the bridge going both ways.
Right.
Once they dropped anchor.
I mean, if you watch that video, you could see like seconds before it would hit. You could see cars going over.
Yeah, but they lost 7 lives, right?
Yeah.
Well, they're still searching, right? As far as I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They see cars on the sonar, radar.
I mean, but how can you not like? I mean, that's not surprising to me. I mean, people think terrorist act.
No, I mean,
I'm just saying
these days that's your first thought, right? I mean, let's face it, because something like that doesn't always happen. Just like a plane hitting a tower doesn't.
To me, I thought it was like technology failing.
Yeah, I don't know if it would be my first thought, but if somebody brought up like possible terrorist, I mean, I'm okay. You got to pop. I guess you have to consider it. Right?
It's 1:30 in the morning. Terrorists, if they're smart, they hit something. They
Rush
hit
hour.
Yeah, 9:00 in the morning when everybody's driving to work or something.
I see that.
But it was more about clogging up that import that
that port.
That port. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what conspiracy theorists said.
So he also goes into talking about the black puff of smoke that you see coming out from the ship at one point. His speculation is that they regained power and they tried to do a reverse thrust and correct course. Of course, by that time it's too late. It's a
that thing's moving.
It's 1,000-ton ship, and you have currents already taking it because it doesn't have propulsion. It's got inertia, so it's not exactly the easiest thing to stop. Despite already throwing anchor.
The question is why they make that right turn right into the fucking column.
Well, he talks about that, and he said he talks about that, and he said the current took it. He shows the trajectory on that map that we were just showing. He shows the trajectory and the current taking it.
Wow.
So they did try to steer away from it, but just not enough time.
Yeah.
Sometimes I believe sometimes shit just happens.
God say it. Things happen for a reason. God.
Things happen for I don't.
Okay,
but
so
shit happens. Accidents. It's the weirdest thing. They're accidents, and it happens.
So there's one more thing that this might fuck you up a little bit. This video I'm about to show you is reportedly the same ship having the same problem at a different dock in a different country.
What?
You see the name there, Dolly?
Yeah.
When was that?
I don't have the date of this video, but there is speculation that it is the same ship. I don't know if it is exactly the same ship because Dolly might be a sub name for that freight company for a series of carriers.
Yep.
But that would just prove, to me, it's just technology going bad, and they knew they had a fucking faulty system when they rode with it. Oh, don't worry, just reset the breaker, some shit like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm obviously more information will be coming out. I can't even imagine how long it's going to take to build a bridge.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
And how many billions of dollars?
Yeah. I mean, baseball starts this week. Think about it. It's going to be, a lot more traffic coming in that, in that area.
Why is the stadium in that area?
Right by there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Right by there.
You have to take that bridge normally?
I mean, I'm sure somebody's going to have to cross that bridge.
If it's the right area I'm thinking about, I think there's like 2 or 3 bridges next to each other in that whole port area.
Yeah.
So it's just not going to be as it should.
Yeah.
What a shame though.
Yeah.
Anybody affected by that, man, that's terrible.
God bless.
Yeah. So I guess we'll just wait for more information.
All right, on to more dark
So,
situations.
Yeah.
Really quick, this is the traffic snapshot right now of Baltimore.
Wow.
Earlier I was looking at it and it was just a clusterfuck of traffic. Over here, this was a tunnel, and then this is the other bridge that connects Baltimore to this peninsula.
Wow. Yeah, that's gonna be it's gonna be a mess there for a while.
Shit.
Anyway, moving on. Talking about baseball. Baseball starting this week, right? Who would you guys say is probably the face of baseball?
The generational talent from Japan.
The
Yes.
highest contract ever given to a
Yes.
professional athlete.
Wish they fucking finagled that deal. Forget about it. What they did was a sin.
But yes, so that would be Shohei Ohtani. And as everybody, I'm sure has heard the news, he's caught up in this $4.5 million major theft / gambling situation. You know what I mean? Not all details yet and stuff, but he's trying to claim that his interpreter stole $4.5 million from him. To pay off a gambling debt.
No fucking way, bro.
I don't believe it for
Right?
1 second.
Come on, who would believe that, right? How do you not know somebody took $4.5 million out of your account? You know what I mean? And I heard somebody on the radio that they were talking to an athlete, and they said there's situations, right, where when there's so much money coming in, these guys have so much money coming in. Money going out like that, it's not like how,
It's not as recognizable.
yes, like how it would be for us.
I mean, dude, it's still $4.5 million.
Yeah.
And you would think you would have to sign off on that.
Exactly.
Come on.
That's the biggest thing, right? How the hell is this guy taking the money?
Yeah.
He has access to his account.
Bro, you can't
the
go.
bigger
Even if you had your PIN number, you can't go to a fucking bank and take out $4.5 million.
No.
Here's a bigger
You know what I mean?
question: how does someone that makes $50,000 a year how does a bookie allow this guy that makes $50,000 a year go $4.5 million in debt with the
right.
bookie?
No way.
That's
What
great.
what bookie is going to do that?
No way.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. There's no way he's going to get credit, from casinos or anything like that. Then I just heard, yesterday that betting on sports is illegal in California.
Yes.
So
This was with a bookie.
Yeah.
It was
that's what I'm saying. So it's got to be you're going with a bookie, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? You're not doing it legit.
No, and the thing is, like, because it's illegal in California, if the money came from Ohtani's bank account, it's like wire fraud and racketeering and RICO acts and all kinds of shit.
I mean, somebody, right? If this guy is going to be, if he's really guilty of this, or he's the fall guy, he's probably, he's looking at jail, right? To steal that much money, you got to be looking at jail.
Definitely.
Yeah.
$4.5 million.
I don't know. You hack people up these days, and you're out with an ankle bracelet.
that is
So,
true. Yeah,
what's stealing
Well,
$4.5
that's
million?
at least on Long Island. Gabe, what do you got there? You got just some information?
This is just an article asking a bunch of questions that haven't been answered yet. And they're pretty valid questions. How are the payments made? Right? Is it usual for an interpreter to have access to a bank account?
Right.
So, just like Mike said, there's checks and balances when there's that sum of money being taken out, right?
I'm pretty sure Hideki Matsui's fucking interpreter didn't have access to his bank account.
No way.
No way. I don't think anybody.
No.
Supposedly they're very close.
All right. So logically, we all sit here and we see through this, right? Major League Baseball is trying to feed us this shit.
Yep.
Poor Pete Rose admitted that he was a gambler. He's not a liar. He's a gambler, which is a disease, right?
Yep.
No, okay. And he admitted it, and they still blackball him from the Hall of Fame. And this guy is not even getting suspended. Nothing.
They're still. That's possible. They're still investigating.
They should suspend him until the investigation is complete.
Yeah, but
Because
then,
he's linked
Bro,
to
the
it.
money came out of his fucking account.
no, I hear, but I'm saying, but isn't that like guilty and until proven innocent? Then
This isn't a court of law, though. MLB
Yeah.
has their own rules and their own
That's
way.
The first thing when they say that you walk into a Major League locker room, there's a plaque over the fucking door and it says,
apparently there was no betting that was on baseball. It was college, like sports, football, soccer. I don't think there was any bets that were made on baseball.
Yeah.
There is a rumor that there was a game where the Angels played the Braves.
Yeah.
And there was a bet made
Yep.
that the Braves would score 5 runs in the game or something like
5
that.
or 6, yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
Yeah. From an insider on the Braves.
See that changes.
Yeah.
That changes.
Oh, no.
things.
It's out there, man.
I think either way, this guy should.
He fixed it, bro. He was he pitching that night as well, right?
He was pitching.
Pitching and hitting. And
I think he should be fucked.
0 for 4. And, you know, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. According to the story.
If that's the case, they got to do something. You know what I mean? Just because he is the face of baseball. I mean,
if that all rings true, he shouldn't be in baseball anymore.
Yeah. Man, Pete Rose, right? What's that video? Right?
I sent a video to Gabe.
Gabe, you got that? What Pete Rose said?
Pete Rose.
Well, back in the 70s and 80s, I wish I'd have had an interpreter. I'd be scot-free.
Oh, shit.
You know,
come on,
right? You can't blame the guy.
Where was that? He posted that on his Instagram or something?
Yeah, one of those YouTube or something like that. Yeah.
Pete Rose, what Pete Rose was to baseball, right? I mean, Shohei, look, he's been great so far and stuff, but he's not Pete Rose yet. You know what I mean? He's not living up to that hype just yet. You know what I mean? Pete Rose, all-time hits leader. I mean, what he's done for baseball, and he's been banned since, what was it, 1989, I think?
Yeah, no, ridiculous.
Since 1989, he's been banned. So I agree. I didn't know that. I didn't hear that about, possible, like, they were betting on possible baseball.
Giamatti, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Freaking the actor's father.
Yep.
He's the one who banned him.
Yep.
Yeah. So
I love Paul Giamatti. By the way.
yeah, me too.
I got to take a picture, a selfie with him once.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Fucking pig vomit.
Yeah.
WNBC. No.
Baba Bowie.
That scene when he's running
Baba
down,
Booey.
right? He's running down the hallway.
You ruined the sanctity of my marriage, Stern.
Baba Bowie.
What do you call it? The Antichrist and stuff? That was good.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Great movie, by the way.
Yeah.
Sorry for getting sidetracked.
No, it's fine.
It was worth it.
Yeah. So once again, like many other stories on this pod, I guess it's to be continued, and see what happens.
It's bullshit, though.
I mean, but I think we're all in agreement, right? Between the four of us that we think it's bullshit and that this guy's just going to be the fall guy
Absolutely.
for now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but and MLB is going, even though they know, they're going to paint him as the fucking guy. That's what's going to happen here. He's their fucking poster boy right now. He's the next Babe Ruth, dude.
Yeah. I agree, dude. I think he, I enjoy watching him. I think it's a great story.
Yeah.
Me
too.
He is a generational talent, right?
No doubt.
I mean, the guy is fucking a phenom that could pitch his ass off
and
then hit. Can
you imagine this all boils down and it's him and he's guilty? What a fucking lottery ticket this fucking guy just crinkled up and threw away.
Yeah.
Right?
It wouldn't be the first time, Alan.
Well, don't forget, he had a clause in his contract with the Dodgers that if his interpreter somehow went away, he can leave the Dodgers too.
Right, opt out of his
really?
contract. Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
If his interpreter went away, like, what do you mean? Got fired?
Either got fired or he quit or whatever it might be.
And is it his interpreter really only making $50K a year?
I think it's like about 100.
When he was with the Angels, he was making $50K. When he got signed, when Ohtani got signed with the Dodgers, it got bumped up to 200 or something like that.
Oh, 200. Okay, I think I heard something about 100, but okay. Yeah, I mean, it is fascinating that this is what I think about. I think about when you hear these things like $4.5 million they lost, like he had to win, right? I mean, come on, you got to win sometime, right?
Yeah.
How big are these bets?
Right, that you're losing.
You know what I mean?
They got to find this fucking bookie.
Yeah.
I think that's the whole problem. They found the bookie, and that's how they got traced back. I think the bookie got pinched.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right. Am I right by saying that?
I don't know. I honestly
haven't heard anything about
in California. I believe he got pinched.
So this is him like playing Let's Make a Deal?
Well, it's out. His books are open.
Wow. Very interesting. I can't wait to see.
I'll be following this very closely.
So now I heard today, and I'm a little mad at myself because I said to myself, I was in the car and I heard it. And I said to myself, I got to look this up, and I forgot about it. That in the NBA now, okay, this has brought up something's popped up in the NBA. A Toronto Raptors player is being looked at as far as he was possibly shaving points, holding back, whatever, like with the spread.
Yeah.
Did you bring that up, or Gabe just brought it up about what hits or runs or something with Ohtani? I don't know, whatever.
Dude, this is $1 billion business.
Yeah,
right?
supposedly. Here we go. So, Gabe, you heard about this?
Yep. I just heard about it today.
Yeah, you got any insight on it?
None.
No. Like I said, I meant to do. I kind of made a mental note, and that went out the window.
Yeah, I haven't followed the NBA since LeBron James went to the Lakers, so maybe I should start paying more attention.
LeBron James.
You should start rooting for the Knicks.
Yes.
If I was gonna root for another team, it probably would be the Knicks. Actually,
The Knicks are balling out right now.
What's his name? Dante DiVincenzo. He actually set the 3-point record for the Knicks.
Yes.
Was it last night?
Yeah,
11.
11 3-pointers?
Yeah, last
All right. Dante, way to go.
So I mean that's gonna open something up as well.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And how about all the shit that never surfaced yet? That's going on. There's so much shit going on. I bet.
Dude. I mean the gambling, it's out of control.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
All right. So
well, look, you got a halftime show being sponsored by FanDuel, and then you're going to the FanDuel studio to get more reporting about this and that.
Caesars,
so it's their fault.
Yeah, no,
I agree with you, Gabe. I do. They're taking those checks from all these online gambling and just
there was a college quarterback. I want to say Matt Leinart, like 2 weeks ago. Did anybody hear about this? Like he was talking about how he was approached and offered $300,000 to fucking shave some points in the college football game. College football, $300,000.
No, I didn't hear that.
I for some reason I think it's Matt Leinart. Don't hold me to that. But
he was USC, right?
Yeah.
And he came flat out and said that. I'm like, well, why would he say this? Put a target on his back. But
what does it matter now? What does it matter? His NFL. He went through the NFL. He's done.
Yeah.
But so that's a college kid being offered $300,000, right?
Well, his teammate Reggie Bush, same team. He got his Heisman taken away.
Yeah.
Right.
Because he was accepting money.
Yeah. So
now these guys again making millions.
Who, Reggie Bush?
No,
the college
players.
Oh.
With
yeah,
NILs.
Legally. Yeah. But I'm saying, so if they offered one kid $300,000, what are they offering a pro? You know what I mean? It's got to be in the millions.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, think about this. Think about how much money these guys are they're betting. It's $1 billion industry.
Imagine you're Steph Curry though. You pick up your phone before you're about to hit the court. You fucking place a little bet. Like that's doable.
Yeah, no way he's doing that. You got a guy doing that.
Yeah, that's true.
An interpreter.
Curry for three. Bang!
Yeah. Like I said, like so many other things to be continued.
Didn't Calvin Ridley get busted and have to serve a year-long suspension?
That idiot, right?
And then he came back right now and just signed like a huge contract, right? What team?
Tennessee, I think.
Was
he's with Tennessee. Yeah. He was with the Jaguars last year.
Right.
But I think Tennessee. Which I think they overpaid in my opinion, but whatever. That's another
huge contract.
Speaking of the NFL, right?
Question of another day. But yeah, exactly. Speaking of the NFL rule changes came out. They changed the kickoff again, and there's a lot going on. I don't fully understand it. I think I need to see it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's getting confusing.
No, how close are we to this being flag football? You know what I mean?
Yeah. At this point, whoever wins the coin toss should just get the ball on the 20.
Here you go. Here's an example of what it's going to look like right here.
Oh wow! So this is the XFL. Okay, so they're doing this. He didn't kick.
Oh, he brought it out to the 30.
Would they long snap it? I didn't even see that.
Both teams lined up.
They're kicking it, but they're lined up.
Oh yeah. Right.
Downfield at like the 35 and the 30.
Where is he? What is he? He's kind of like just punting it, or it's on a tee.
It's on a tee.
It's on a tee.
Okay.
So they're trying to take away the high speed collisions, right?
Yes.
So
right.
Listen, just give the fucking ball to the team.
Start on the 20
that won the coin toss. It's as simple as that.
Okay.
But worse is this new rule. The fucking the hip. What is it? Hip tackle? What do they call it?
Yeah.
The hip drop tackle.
Drop tackle.
Yeah.
But listen, if you ever play football, that's what you do. You grab the guy, you drop your weight, and you drag him down. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Are a lot of guys getting hurt? Is that why they're doing this? I don't
Mark
understand.
Mark Andrews, tight end for the Ravens. He had suffered a season-ending injury.
No, he came back. He came back for the playoffs. Yeah.
But it's the same thing as the horse collar. I mean, it's against the rules, but
I can see the horse collar.
I can see the horse collar too. I can see the horse collar too.
Yeah, but I've never seen people getting injured off the horse collar.
No, but I think it's more of just the advantage. You know what I mean? You pull somebody by their shoulder. It's almost like you grab someone's hair. You know what I mean?
Or by the face mask. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You're right there.
Yeah.
You know?
So I can see them, taking that out of the game.
But this rule, it's going to handcuff defenses. How do you make a tackle? Like, I don't understand. What are you supposed to do?
Yeah.
Like, grab him. You can't dive for his knees.
No.
So now you can't grab him by the waist and drop. Like, how am I supposed to tackle this guy?
I think you're going to see so much more like of these guys coming in 100 miles per hour and just running you over. That's what they're going to try. They're just going to try to run you over to stop you.
Yeah. So except the kicker, no players can move until the ball is received. You know how many fucking flags are going to be?
Oh God.
Returners can return the football wherever it lands. A touchback at the 20-yard line would occur if the ball touches the ground or player in the landing zone. And a touchback could occur at the 30-yard line if the ball goes out of bounds. That doesn't make sense.
Wait, so if it goes out of bounds, like in the end zone, or if it just like if a kick goes out of bounds?
No, a touchback could occur at the 30-yard line if the ball goes out of bounds behind the receiving team's goal line. Yes.
Okay. So
if it strikes the goalpost or lands at or behind the goal line and it's down in the end zone, then it's a touchback.
Wow. And they're only doing this for this year. Well, they're trying out. In other words, they're going to revisit it.
Yes.
At the end of the 2024 season.
Yep.
And see how it worked.
I like the product the way it was.
So did they completely adopt the what was that? The XFL or the Canadian? What did you show us?
XFL.
Okay.
So
they completely adopted that from there.
Yep.
I didn't realize that's where it came from.
It's pretty much the exact same format.
All right, we'll see. Now the other thing was I wanted to ask you guys. Okay, they just announced yesterday, I'm not sure, that there's going to be 3 games on Christmas again. Now you remember this past Christmas, it was Monday night. Giants played.
Yeah.
There was 3 games on Christmas, but it was Monday night. Now, because of a leap year, Christmas is on a Wednesday. They're still going to do 3 games on Christmas.
Oh, Wednesday.
How do you guys feel about that?
I'd rather play on Super Bowl Sunday than Christmas.
You know what? Honestly, I don't mind. I
love
football.
it.
See,
being home, having a day off, and watching football.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so but you guys are home on Christmas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be in somebody's house.
I'm local, I'll say.
Okay. So I don't mind it because I'm home on Christmas. That's kind of like, that's how we've adopted this tradition of we celebrate pretty much Christmas Eve with everybody. And Christmas Day, everybody's kind of retreats back to their own houses. And then we try to meet up again on the day after Christmas, just give everybody a little bit of a break. So I don't mind it, but my wife, she deals with me on Thanksgiving watching football. You know what I mean? And now here we go. It's on Christmas Day. Is this going to be the new thing?
Yeah, I think and why not, right?
Yeah. How do you don't feel anything for the players?
No.
For what they get paid.
Okay, I'm just asking.
It's like giving us double time, triple time.
I wish there were 4 games. Right? Wake up till you go to bed. Football.
Okay.
Opening gifts with fucking football on.
Normally, you would have a Nick game, right?
Yeah.
Basketball on Christmas.
Yes.
Is there? I don't know if it's Nick, but there's always NBA.
I remember for a long time.
I think
it
it's
was
a full schedule on Christmas.
But I would watch the Nick game on Christmas Day.
Because I always like to watch all the sneakers that the players wear on Christmas Day.
I always feel like it's the big time, since I always feel like it was like Golden State, because Golden State's been so good for past decade. Golden State, like say the Lakers or something, Yeah, either way.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a full schedule or damn near it.
All right. Well, there it is. That's all I got on the NFL. You guys got anything else on the NFL?
No, but I hope
there are other rule changes too that are kind of big in my opinion. The trade deadline will be a week later.
Extended, yeah.
Coaches get a third challenge.
Oh. That's big.
You can there's challenges on the play clock expiring. Ruler of passer down by contact or out of bounds before throwing a pass or are now reviewable.
Okay. Now reviewable.
Say that one more time, Gabe. I'm sorry. Say that last one more time, please.
Rules of a passer down by contact or out of bounds before throwing a pass are now reviewable.
Okay.
Huh. Okay.
That makes sense.
All right.
But I don't like that.
There's also a replay assistant will now be allowed to correct objectively incorrect calls for intentional grounding and roughing the passer.
Oh,
the roughing the passer one. Some of these penalties are ridiculous.
Yeah, they
roughing the passer. Ridiculous.
So I'm saying soon it's gonna be flag football.
But I'm saying, like, you hit a guy.
You can't touch.
You can hit a guy, and just if his head bounces off the turf, it's roughing the passer.
Yep.
It's just that's how the guy landed.
Dude, you see these guys pull up.
Yeah.
They pull up, and clearly they know they don't want to injure the guy, and they still throw the foot. Come on, man.
Or they're blocked into him.
Or that. Yep. That happens all the time.
All right. Well, we'll see. Right. The draft is just about a month away. April 25th. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
That's it. All right. So something else I want to bring up, guys. A little weird. I don't know if you guys heard. This has been several times, okay, that the government's brought this up. And I was just curious what you guys' take is, because I don't know. Who knows? You guys could be sitting on a pile of them. But the government's talking about getting rid of pennies.
Yeah. I've heard this a lot over the years.
I mean, me too. But what I did hear, which I didn't realize, is that it costs more to make a penny than a penny's worth.
Oh, really?
What?
Yeah.
I mean,
so then, like, what the fuck are we doing?
That makes no sense.
Right? What are we doing?
It makes no sense. Get my joke? It makes no sense.
get rid of them.
You still got that answer wrong. So, my thing is this: if you're gonna take away the penny, just fucking take away all the change.
All change?
Let's take away all the change. Why not?
You're getting radical.
Here's the problem: you take away the penny, you're gonna have to start rounding up to the 5 cents, to the 5 cent mark. Now all of a sudden, you're taxed more because you're rounding up. So that every little bit is gonna cost. You take away the 5 cents, you're gonna go to 10 cents.
Then lower the tax. Lower, like, how they tax you. Lower the tax.
They're not gonna take away 10 cents.
Well, you should adjust. Right. I mean, if you're getting rid of that, if you're getting rid of change and stuff, right? If it costs more, if you're saving money by not producing the coins.
You gotta ask yourself, what are they doing? Why do they want to save on the copper? Like, what's going on here?
What do you do with pennies? What do you guys do? You guys save them? What do you do?
Throw them in a jar.
Right. And then what?
Nothing.
Then, exactly. I would say, when was the last time you went to the bank and cashed in those pennies?
I'm telling you, when you do, it's going to be like maybe a couple thousand. I have a 5-gallon, water thing. Yo, when you cash in the change, it's a lot.
But a couple thousand in pennies?
No, I know. I don't want to say a couple thousand, but that 5-gallon thing, yo, bro.
I got it too.
It always surprises you. You may have a figure in your head, like, okay, maybe this is $300. Bro, it's like $700.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
We have that's our vacation fund. Whenever we go away, we cash that bitch in.
Yeah.
But there's like dollars in there. Whenever we have like anything in our pocket, we throw it.
You throw it in there?
Okay. So you guys aren't about getting rid of the coins?
Not silver coins. Pennies can go.
Pennies can go.
So it takes it's 2.7 cents to make a penny.
Wow.
See?
Holy
according
shit,
to the
dude.
US Mint.
What are we doing?
That's crazy.
What do we do? That makes no sense. What are we doing? I mean, like, yeah, you said I mean, seriously though, what do we do?
Oh, sorry.
Right? Why?
Sorry.
That's all, guys. That's
what
all.
does it cost to make a nickel? I'm just curious.
10.7, I think it said.
What?
See?
10 cents.
Yo, let's get rid of the change. Okay, let's just dollar bills.
But wait, if you have a lot of change, are we sitting on gold mines here?
Are we setting up what?
Sitting on gold mines.
Oh, yeah.
It says here that the U.S. Mint has no plans to discontinue the penny, and such would require congressional approval.
Yeah, I think it's been in front of them a few different times, and it always gets voted down, if I remember correctly. I feel like this comes up every few years.
I know I've heard it before, but I just heard it the other day, and I was like, huh. And when I heard that it costs more money than it's worth, I'm just like, what are we doing?
That's silly.
But I will tell you this:
Maybe they don't print a lot.
You know those take a penny, leave a penny fucking things. If I need a penny, I'm taking one out of that bitch.
I'm taking two.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah.
Joey,
it'll be worth what, like 6 cents?
Every Tuesday, Joey designates 2 hours out of his day to go to delis just to scoop out the pennies.
Now, do you think there'll ever be a day where there's just no cash anymore?
No cash? Possibly. I mean, think about it,
They're
right?
trying now already.
Every stadium we go to.
Right.
Cashless.
Yeah, it's cashless.
They want that system.
There's a couple stores in this village that's cashless.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cash is king. You know, it makes the world go round. You can't have everything on a digital record.
I mean, I honestly very rarely have cash on me.
Really?
Yeah.
If I have cash on me, I tend to spend it faster than I would without it.
But if you don't have cash, then you're dipping your card, right?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but if I have cash, then it's
But a debit card, it's just. I mean, it's basically cash.
It is. It's your cash.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Yes, I do see a world where there's no cash.
Future.
Yeah.
When you're chipped and just walk around.
Gabe, what about you? Do you use cash a lot?
If I have it, I tend not to use it just because it's so convenient to use the debit card.
Yeah.
So for example,
you don't even need that anymore. You could just tap your fucking phone.
Yeah.
I don't trust that.
No.
Because someone could just walk by your phone and tap their phone next to your phone. Next thing you know, you're getting money taken from you.
No, I don't think so. I disagree with you.
If you have an Android, yes. Not with
No,
Apple.
that's with any phone that has an
NFC chip. Yeah.
What's an NFC chip?
That's what you tap on the. That's what the
like the Apple Pay and stuff.
Yeah, that's the technology. It's called NFC.
My NFC is always off on my phone.
I don't know.
because
I don't know what it stands for. National Football Conference.
No fucking currency.
No fucking currency. There you go.
All right, that's what I got on that, guys. And my next topic here that I wanted to bring up is a little bit sad.
I feel so bad for.
Right. This is. Have you guys heard that Princess Kate?
Yeah.
Has cancer.
Yeah, and I think the reason why we heard is because the paparazzi was like harassing, like
The whole world was making fun of her for 2 weeks. Dude.
Like what was it? Because she was kind of like they didn't see her. She wasn't making appearances.
Yes.
Right. And then it forced her to come out and make this video saying that, well, you know,
there were so many rumors.
The reason why you haven't seen me is because I have fucking cancer.
Yeah. There were rumors she had a boob job. There were rumors she got fucking face reconstruction. There was horrendous rumors going on for 2 weeks on social media. Ooh, excuse me. And then she finally had to come out and tell the world.
Yeah. They still didn't say what kind of cancer, though, right?
Abdominal. Abdominal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Stomach cancer.
So I didn't hear that. I know she suffers from Crohn's. So I thought maybe colon. I don't know.
No, she talked about it in her that video she released.
Oh, she said it was stomach?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, she says abdominal.
Okay. And I mean, look, whatever. I'm going to be honest. I'm not. I don't really care about the royal family too much. You know what I mean? I still think it's kind of cool that there's still king and queens out there.
That's cool.
You know what I mean?
I think so.
But like, I'm not like, you know.
Not even. I got to disagree with you.
You don't think it's cool that it's king and queens?
No, I think monarchies are archaic.
They definitely.
It is archaic.
All they do is raise the tax on the people. They don't work. All they do is tax people and take their money, and for what? Just so they can wear a crown and be called a king, a prince, a queen.
I have to defend them.
Call me a good old red, white, and blue patriot, but I don't agree with it.
But it's tradition.
Okay. I mean, I still think it's. I mean, I think it's just the concept.
Our country only has like a 200-year, tradition. What is it?
Yeah. Almost 250.
They go back thousands of years.
Yeah.
So it's a blood.
But you also had look at all the royalties that have sold people into slavery.
Yeah. So, but this story, God bless.
Wait, hold on. How do we take this country, Gabe?
What do you mean? We didn't take it by slavery.
No, we didn't take it by slavery. But who inhabited this country when we got here?
Not kings and queens.
But there were people here, were they not?
Yeah,
The
but
Indians?
there's a difference between taking a country from as a means of either just domination, or, I mean, that slavery and taking it in over domination is two different things. Selling people into slavery has nothing to do with that.
Okay. Yeah, this is a topic. I mean, I don't know if one's better than the other.
I mean, that's how all countries have ever been ruled, is by domination.
Yeah.
But it leads me into modern day slavery, which is human trafficking, and currently, what Puff Daddy was raided, right?
Oh my
and
God,
I
it
think
was.
it's connected to human trafficking. But to take a step further, I heard somewhere or something like Prince Harry. Yeah,
Is involved.
Oh, he was on the list, wasn't he?
something. Bro.
I think he was on the list.
And-
I don't know anything about the story.
No,
so go into this. Tell me about it.
but we all know that his uncle was chilling with Epstein,
yeah.
right? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I don't know what they said about Harry, but his name was definitely
look at
dropped.
that. Look what Gabe pulled up. It's Harry and Diddy.
There you go.
Kanye.
Right, his name is dropped in the $30 million fucking. Lawsuit that's
So
going
tell me about this. 'Cause honestly, I really don't know anything about this.
Well, apparently they raided his 2 houses today.
Yesterday.
Was it yesterday?
Yeah.
And I heard Gabe say earlier that Puff was fleeing, but they said they have him on video outside of like a Miami airport, fucking like
Pacing back and forth.
yeah, freaking the fuck out.
Yeah. He's on the phone pacing back
He's
and
probably
forth.
trying to call the jet to get the fuck out of
And
here.
it wasn't the regular police authority that raided his house. It was the Homeland Security. And they took people out by gunpoint.
So what exactly is he being accused of?
He's being
Sex
accused of
trafficking.
being linked to a sex trafficking circle.
Yep.
Here in the country.
I
don't know.
Along with, I heard drugs and a few other, illegal activities.
Yeah, they pulled out a bunch of illegal weapons out of the home. I mean,
They seized all his cell phones.
bro, they fucking went in
laptops
that
and
house
shit.
hard.
Yeah.
Like, they fucking stormed his house. Like 50 guys fucking ambushed his house and broke the door down.
So sex trafficking with American
I don't
girls.
know. He's been
That's an
linked-
international crime. Sex trafficking is international. It's an international crime, I believe.
Yeah, so he's been linked previously with Epstein, I believe. But I don't know if this is the same situation that he just got raided for yesterday.
What the fuck is this guy thinking?
Uh,
Right? I mean, is he's got to be like very well off, right?
But listen, his whole world is. He went from like what dating J-Lo, right?
Married? Was he married?
Engaged. Okay, to being like with Malik Mill. This what they're saying now. Like
who?
A guy?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yes, you heard me. And listen,
No, I'm saying he's linked to be dating a man.
or have been with him. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who's the guy?
There's been
Meek Mill.
stories about there's been stories about him and Justin Bieber. There's been stories about him and Meek Mill, that he just has these crazy sex parties, and even Cassie, who was a former girlfriend and artist on his label,
Mhm.
had to sue him civilly for damages because of the treatment that she received from him, and she won.
Yeah.
So he's living a life that's out of control. That's what he's stepping out of his realm. I mean,
Puff Daddy sucking dick, apparently.
hey, more power to him, right? This day and age, anybody wants to do anything they want, but
Take that.
Who knew Diddy liked the dick?
baby.
Jesus, Diddy.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
So here's the
Joey, don't
here's
you always
the-
say don't knock it till you try it? What do you got
So
there?
the lawsuit with Cassie is it was settled out of court. She claimed that she was trafficked, raped, and beaten by the rapper on many occasions over 10 years.
Did this just settle last week? Because I think he just had a settlement last week with somebody too.
That was a different one. He's been going through the ringer with cases. The Cassie one was settled in November last year.
Okay.
What is wrong with people? I mean,
All right, so hold on. So we have this situation, right? Same week, I saw that Snoop Dogg was presented a star on the Walk of Fame. Did anybody see this?
I saw
no,
it. Yes.
I didn't see that.
All right, so hold on a minute. Snoop Dogg, Ice-T, Law and Order, fucking Ice-T, their claim to fame is they're fucking pimps, right? And we put them on a fucking platter. But what is being a pimp?
I mean, Doggy Style.
You're a fucking human trafficker, right? This guy is doing home and garden with fucking Martha Stewart, and fucking Puffy's facing fucking 25 to life for trafficking. Like, what world do we live in these days?
There's difference between pimping and sex trafficking.
Sex
trafficking
is there a difference though?
There legally there is. Pimping is just selling a girl with her consent for money, whereas sex trafficking is you're moving someone across boundaries or borders against their will for the act of sex.
And you can get that video for $29.99. Okay.
It's a fucked
but
up
also
world
at the same
That's
time,
all I'm saying.
Ice-T has also said that he never really did. That was all just part of his thing. Ice-T apparently is an angel.
Oh yeah, apparently.
Apparently, he was in the army, or he was in he was in the Marines or Army. I can't remember.
Who is this?
Ice-T.
Yeah, Ice-T from Law and Order.
Yeah.
I don't know. When his whole rapping career, he was a pimp, and that was his claim to
I mean,
fame.
there's definitely a persona you guys, these guys have and stuff.
So are we saying Snoop was not a pimp?
I don't know. I honestly, I never heard of Snoop being a pimp. Honestly.
He talks about it.
Does he? I mean, I've heard of him being a drug dealer and stuff, but I never heard him being a pimp.
But there's also two.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I don't know.
There's two different pimps. Though. There's one, I get a lot of bitches. I'm a pimp, and then there's I just pimped this bitch over here for $5.
Yeah.
Maybe it's me, Adrian. Maybe it's me.
I'm with you.
No, you're right. You're right though. There is a double standard. You're right. There is a double standard.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, dude. I mean,
it's just to what extent do we accept it is his question.
Mike got the How to Roll a Blunt video from Snoop Dogg. You bought that, right? The VHS? Didn't you buy that VHS when we were in high school? Right? No, I mean, I don't know. This is all, I'm just kind of hearing this for the first time, but I just don't get these guys. I mean, you have millions, you're worth millions. You're super famous, dude. I mean, who doesn't know who P. Diddy? You know what I mean? Puff Daddy, whatever the fuck his name is.
No, bro. At one point he was huge.
He's got a clothing line.
Huge.
You know what I mean? It's like so much money that
a fall from grace.
Yeah, I mean,
I wonder if he's still producing artists.
You would think.
I think this is how this all came along. Some guy that was working with him, producing his last, music album or whatever, is like the shit that he made me do. Like, the guy had to like be in the bathroom with him naked while he was taking a shower and fuck like some weird ass shit, bro.
Jesus Christ!
And this is the guy. He flipped on him like the shit that what's his RJ something Jones.
I don't know.
He's the one that's flipped
like his assistant or something.
Well, yeah, like he was helped producing the Puff's music. I don't know. It sounds insane.
Yeah,
insane.
Whatever. I mean, shit. If I'm very curious to see how this plays out. Very curious.
Meek Mill responds to accusations that he and Diddy had a physical relationship.
My God.
Hey, right? Listen,
that I've never heard, honestly.
No, but and we can't judge. Everybody does their own thing.
Whatever.
Right?
I don't give a shit.
But I'm just saying, he went from like J-Lo and producing so many fucking new talents and shit like that. Like he was the guy, and all of a sudden, like, what is this shit? Like, what's going on here?
I don't know, man. It's
sexual deviant.
Yeah, I mean,
no, it probably made him perverse and fucked up.
Yeah, it's a little bizarre, to me, but whatever, we'll see.
There was a rumor too that it was a while back that Will Smith and Dwayne, forget his last name, but he was in,
from Miami Heat,
Above the Rim, the actor from Above the Rim. Remember that movie?
Yeah,
Above the Rim.
I can't remember
that Will Smith's personal something rather walked in on this guy just ramming Will Smith in the butt from behind.
I've heard that before about Will Smith.
Really?
Yeah, and if you really think about it, he played a gay guy in a movie, right? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And then the stuff that you hear about his wife having affairs with younger men and stuff.
Okay.
Like, so maybe he's
How does that add up, though?
To me, it adds up.
How does that add up?
Yeah.
You played a character in a movie you got paid, whatever, $1 million for.
Bro, he's sucking face with the guy, laying in bed. You know what I mean? A straight guy
movie
doesn't
is
take
this?
that.
I don't know.
He was young. But
6 Degrees of Separation.
Yeah, straight guys don't take those roles.
Dwayne Martin.
I don't know
That's
who
what
that
it
is.
was.
I don't know who Dwayne Martin is, but I'm
You
saying.
remember the movie Above the Rim?
No,
I remember.
And you know
I
what?
remember the movie.
He's a bitch ass for smacking fucking Chris
No.
Rock.
I agree. I'm just saying because
100%.
everybody who's played a gay character in a show or movie has potential to,
To me, if you're sucking face, like tongue in it, yeah. A straight guy wouldn't do that. Dude, you would take a role as a gay guy?
I'm not saying that I would.
I'm asking you.
I'm not saying that I'm not saying that I would.
If we put
Okay.
a price tag on it, $15 million.
Man, 15 million.
To suck face.
But
What's that one guy? What was Brokeback Mountain? Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Heath Ledger.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, those guys probably got $20 million for that.
I'm saying, but do you think they're
Gay?
Yeah.
They have to have gay tendencies.
I mean, I couldn't do it.
Right. You have to have it. If you're doing it, you have to have it. It doesn't make him a bad person, but let's be honest.
Oh, he's a fucking bad person just because of the way.
But it doesn't make you an actor? I mean, listen, I'm serious as fuck. I could never do that, but these artsy actors, bro, that's kind of
but if you're tonguing down a guy, you're tonguing down a guy.
I guess.
All right, let's just move on.
Yeah, right. How do you get past that?
Just move on. All right, yeah.
Can you imagine someone
you're putting pictures in my
someone
head.
just
Shit,
twirling Jake? Can you imagine someone twirling Joe's chest hair with their fingers?
Jesus Christ!
I don't want to imagine that. I really don't.
Oh God! All right, where's the bucket? I feel it coming on. All right, talking about movies though.
All right. So Jake Gyllenhaal, his new movie.
Yeah, I got that right here.
Yeah,
yeah.
No, I saw it.
Me too.
Oh, you did?
Oh, all right.
Me too. That's why I wanted to bring this topic up.
Very good.
What'd you think?
It's in the theater right now?
No.
Oh.
It's not in the theater?
No, it's on Amazon.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was good.
Did you?
It never made it to the theater? That wasn't a theater?
No,
that wasn't a big screen release?
What movie are we talking about?
Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't see it?
No.
Oh.
So the original, I didn't see his version.
Conor McGregor played the perfect Conor McGregor part to me.
He was annoying though.
Yeah. No,
He was annoying.
He is annoying in real life, bro.
He really
so
is.
it was like the perfect part for him. You know what I mean? Just that fucking asshole that won't stop,
Yeah.
and that's him. And I thought Jake Gyllenhaal did the best he could with the part,
Yeah.
That was it. Look, I don't remember
Well, the fight scene's good.
the first one.
That's what I was going to ask
All
you,
right,
man.
so what I do remember from the first one, Swayze. I remember like the cage, the band behind the thing, people throwing beers and shit at it.
Yeah.
But so I was sitting down with my wife, and I'm like, "Oh, look, the new Roadhouse is out." I'm like, "Let's watch the old one before." She was like, "It's late. Just put on the new one."
You should have watched the first one.
I know.
Should have watched the first one. First one was definitely better.
All right. Well, how were the fight scenes and shit? Like,
Good. Great.
Yeah.
Great fights. Dude, I mean, he's ripped. He got in crazy
0%
shape.
fat,
Yeah, crazy shape for this role. I mean, Conor McGregor is just, always
a beast.
right. Yeah, always in shape. I mean, have you seen kind of like there were like so many conversations. Oof.
12%.
12%, guys. 12%. So many conversations about how Conor McGregor, he fought. He was a featherweight. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
He bulked up big time. I don't know if it was for this
Some of
role.
the guys at work were like, "Oh, he's all roided up now."
Could probably, but I'm saying, but like, I don't know. I don't know if it was for this role or not. Biggest I've ever seen him though.
Yeah.
He's big. He's like. So you remember the first one?
Yes.
Okay. So do you remember the guy that Patrick Swayze ripped his throat out and they're fighting over there by the water?
Yep.
Like Conor McGregor's supposed to be that guy.
Okay.
He's supposed to be the badass. That
Yep.
brought into
the hired muscle.
Yeah, the hired muscle.
Hired
There you
muscle.
go, Mike.
Yeah.
Perfect explanation. It instead of taking place in the Midwest, it takes place in the Florida Keys. Instead of
Keys.
Patrick Swayze, he was the best cool in the business. He was a bouncer. That's what he did. He was like a former MMA fighter. Now he just fights for money.
Got it.
Did they insinuate that he killed his best friend? Is that what that?
All right, I haven't watched it yet. I don't know if I said that yet.
Like, it was good, but like, I mean, a few certain things, I was like, come on. So it was all right. I mean, I wouldn't go to the movies.
It's a movie.
Yeah. But
Was it like low budget or no?
No.
Nah, I wouldn't say it's low budget.
I could see that being a fucking big screen release, though. I'm surprised it didn't.
I thought it would. I thought it would be in the theater.
Yeah,
I don't. I saw it on F Movies.
After you watch it, it's on Amazon.
Are those movies on F Movies? Are they
high definition?
They are.
They label them, so they would be like the video camera in the movie theater.
Yeah.
But they label them, so this one would happen to be.
Do you have Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
So why do you just watch it on that?
I didn't realize it was on there. I go. My F Movies is my go-to.
He thought. I think he thought it was in the theater. Probably. Right?
I did. Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, so that brought me made me start thinking. I was looking into it. There's a bunch of remakes and sequels that are coming out.
Yeah.
Insane.
Now, did you know that Beetlejuice, they're making a sequel to Beetlejuice
with Michael Keaton?
Yeah, and it's coming out in September.
Right. No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Can't
with
wait.
Michael Keaton, Winona Ryder, the mother.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's great too. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah.
The only thing about that, it can't be that fucking weirdo that was in Ferris Bueller, right?
Oh, he's dead.
Is he dead?
He's dead.
He had child molestation or something.
Did he?
Yeah.
The principal?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh shit! I didn't hear that.
You guys are up on your fucking.
That's Mike. I didn't hear that.
Yeah. No.
Entertainment news.
100%.
Wow.
And you can see the creep in his eyes. You know what I mean? You know that. He passed away, huh?
He did.
All right.
He did.
Good.
Is he creepier than Pee Wee Herman?
No, Pee Wee. Come on, Pee Wee.
Pee Wee Herman.
Pee Wee got a bad rap, right?
Oh, he was fucking creepy, dude.
Mike's like, I let her touch him. Right? Yeah, you can touch it.
Yeah. He's Pee Wee, bro. So you wanted to jack it in public? Come on.
Gabe,
As long as he ain't touching no little kids, you know what I mean?
I forgot he got fucking caught for doing that.
Yeah, but he didn't hurt nobody, you know.
So
And a movie
the guy's
did,
name
right?
is his name is Jeffrey Jones, the dad from the original Beetlejuice, and it was child pornography that he got busted for.
Really?
Yeah.
When did he die, Gabe?
I'm not seeing that he is dead.
Oh, really? I thought he died.
He's dead to us.
Yeah, I was
now.
saying maybe he
That's
just
it.
got canceled.
That's it. You can't do that shit.
That will do it
bro.
though.
Yeah,
Child
come on.
pornography will
Bro.
cancel a motherfucker.
Dude, listen, that's a whole nother fucking episode. But let's be real. You're an adult, right? Logical. Even if you are a fucking sick fuck that like that shit, why would you ever look that shit up? Everybody knows that you're gonna get busted. Like that compulsion that they're so fucking sick causes them. Like it makes no sense to me.
Well, you just said it right there, bro. There's some sick fucks out there.
Yeah. It makes
Some
no
sick fucks out there.
I can get it.
We all have daughters. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, there's some sick fucks out there. That upsets me a little bit to hear that this guy was
He's
like
still
that.
alive. As of 2021, he's still registered on the California Department of Justice National Sex Offender Database.
Damn, I thought he died, man. I really did.
No, that's what it is. He's dead to us.
But he's dead to us, exactly. There you go. So
he was in Howard the Duck.
Bro, he was in everything.
He was in a lot of movies. In the 80s,
yeah. And you knew it, right? You knew he was a creep, right? You could see it. Seriously.
No, I never thought of him as a creep. I just thought of him as he always played that kind of that dicky kind of guy. Like he was perfect in Ferris Bueller's. He was fucking perfect.
That was a good role.
Yeah. When she kicked she kicked the shit out of him in the kitchen.
I was thinking about the dog attacking him. He comes in all fucked up, you know.
They should fucking reboot that movie. That would be awesome.
That would be good. I'm afraid they'd fuck it up though.
Yeah.
That movie was so good.
I have an
some
idea
things you
for
just
the
leave
reboot.
alone.
So
What's
my
that?
idea for that is it's Ferris's kid now that is ditching school.
Ah, yeah.
That's a good one.
Great one. I heard they're rebooting ET too. I heard that multiple times.
Yeah, you said that a few weeks ago.
Yeah. I haven't seen anything come out about it though.
So E.T. coming home, coming back here, or they're just redoing the whole movie.
I think, from what I understand, redoing the whole movie.
And then you got American's Golden Boy, Ryan Gosling.
I love Ryan Gosling, bro. I do. I love him as an actor. I think
That's
he's great.
the guy in Barbie, right?
Yeah.
He's coming out the Fall Guy.
The Fall Guy.
Do you remember that show?
What?
I do remember.
You remember that show?
The Bionic Man, bro.
So
Yeah.
I remember the show, but I don't remember. I never watched it.
Was
I remember.
Heather Locklear in
Heather
that shit?
Thomas, bro.
Heather Thomas.
She was way better than Heather
Heather
Locklear.
Thomas? Who the
She
fuck-
was way better than Heather Locklear,
Oh, I
in
don't
my
know.
opinion.
I don't think I know who that
She
is.
was smoking.
Jeep Nation, he had the fucking coolest little brown Jeep with like an eagle on the fucking hood.
Yeah.
of it.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what, yeah. That's what I remember.
That's a
about
sweet
Freaking,
Jeep.
what was it? Colt Severs, right? Was that his name?
Was that
Colt
his name?
Severs?
it. I don't. Yeah, it sounds familiar, but I don't remember.
Dude,
What a memory.
That was a cool
Yeah.
show. I don't
Joe,
think it lasted very long, but it was a cool
I don't think so either.
Joe, I got bad news for you.
What?
According to Steven Spielberg, there will never be another ET.
When did he say that?
November 23rd, 2023.
Oh,
He said Steven Spielberg.
maybe he came
is
out
adamant about
squashing the rumors about it then.
Well, I think Joey's.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to Can somebody else take it on and then
I'm sure he's got the rights.
He owns it.
Yeah.
It's a Steven Spielberg Amblin film.
Joey's trying to raise some money right now to make a remake.
I think they should do
Maybe
it.
you're thinking of Elf.
Alf?
Yeah,
Alf or Elf?
Alf.
Ow.
ALF.
Alien life form. I loved Alf.
Why, are they going to make a movie about that?
No, I'm just saying maybe he's thinking about that.
No, I'm positive it was ET.
Anyways,
Now, it does say that they are going to remaster it.
Ah.
I don't think I got that wrong. That's a big fucking difference. I felt like I read it in one of those magazines my wife has at the house.
from China.
I
In
think
Style
these guys,
magazine or something.
I think these guys have gone dry with all these remakes, though. Come on, like,
Yeah.
there's no originality, and honestly, I don't mind. But
They've done some TV shows too, right?
well,
Recently.
I mean, they did the A-Team over with a movie, like you name it.
I love that
right?
movie though. That movie was great. I thought.
Yeah, but it's different. It wasn't like the original. You know, it never really hits that mark.
The
to me.
original A-Team's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Love it.
Now, so they're coming out like so. Remember the movie Twister?
Yeah,
Following the,
Yeah.
the tornadoes and stuff.
Yeah.
Now they're coming. I thought this was a remake, but it's a sequel.
Oh, is it a
It's
sequel?
called You
Okay, so I saw it.
Yeah,
You know, I was,
and it's kind of like an updated version. I don't know. Is gonna be another Karate Kid.
With Ralph Macchio.
I think he's playing it. Yeah, I think he's playing the role of Daniel.
Oh my god.
but Netflix had a big hit series with that, right? Cobra Kai, so that makes
Yeah.
sense. You know,
I never
they
watched
cashed
it.
in.
Is that good?
I saw like the first 2 seasons. It was all right. Bad acting.
Do you remember this one?
What's that?
In 3, 2, 1,
That's the Full Guy.
action.
Stunt man.
So good.
Oh, good.
Wait, Gabe, did you say remember this one?
That looks dope. Whatever that is. Is that the Fall Guy?
The
Yeah.
Fall Guy.
When
You
that's
did,
out
wait,
right
hold
now?
on. But you did hear us talking about that, right?
No, I was probably researching something. Sorry.
Colt Severs, the Fall Guy, Ryan Gosling.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did hear that. I was researching some. So,
Is that
there
that
are-
hydrogen water you drinking there? I heard that's the best water.
So I was looking at the list of all of the remakes that has ever been made, and it's extensive.
Yeah.
It's a lot, right?
Like I mean, it goes back from movies that were made from the '60s. There was a remake of movies that were not even in America; they were just in India
When does the Fall Guy come out?
Like May, I
this
think.
year.
I think May.
All right, can I tell you something that I saw recently that is not a remake, but it is an extension.
Did extension?
An extension.
Does this fall under the watch anything good lately?
Oh yeah.
Okay, hit it.
I mean, for me, the new Ghostbusters.
No, fuck that.
What
New
do you mean?
Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah.
They,
Frozen fucking.
no, one came out a couple years ago, right?
Oh no, one came out last week and I saw it.
I got to be honest. I'm more intrigued by series than movies right now.
What series are you into?
I haven't been to the movies since the summer.
Like nothing right at the moment, but I just finished like Full Swing. I keep talking about
I've never watched it because it's a true
The
story.
Gentleman. I'm in the
Oh, I did catch up on The Gentleman. Very good. I saw
Where
the
are
whole
you?
thing.
You
I
finished?
finished it.
All right, I didn't finish it yet.
What?
I'm like 6 episodes in.
I thought it was great.
This is our watch anything good lately segment, folks.
Yeah, it's good, right?
I
Did you
wrote
enjoy it?
Gentleman into the 3 body problems. Is that
Never heard of that.
Me either.
3 from one English thing to another English thing? So I was like speaking English the whole weekend. I'm like, hello,
Wait, so
Mary, grilled cheese, please.
wait, so
I have to go to the loo.
you don't speak English normally?
No,
Huh?
no, proper English.
You're right. I don't know what the fuck you say sometimes.
There's a movie that's going to be coming out that's not, it hasn't been shot yet, but I'm really wanting to see it when it comes out. It's Heat 2.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
wow, they're making a sequel, huh?
Yeah,
Is that
Michael
Al
Mann's going to
Pacino?
go ahead and
Al
make
Pacino,
this.
Robert De
De
Niro,
Niro?
not Keanu, Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
Oh, they
Yeah, I
have
can't
to,
imagine it
right?
being the same cast.
Yeah, no,
I got to watch that. I haven't seen Heat in years, man. I love that movie.
that was a good movie. You know what I heard? I just saw it today, kind of like with the movie remakes and sequels and stuff that's coming out in like June. There's another Bad Boys coming out, and
Oh God.
I know.
Boy,
I agree.
Will Smith.
hold yeah,
Is another Fast and Furious coming out too?
Fast and Furious 30. Family.
I like Will Smith and
This summer.
hold on and Martin Lawrence together, but I refuse. I have not watched a Will Smith
No,
anything of Will
he's
Smith since he
boycotted.
slapped
That's
Chris
it.
Rock.
That's it.
Yeah. Same
So
here.
I'm like, I'm kind of annoyed because I can't watch this movie now.
Yeah.
But I like those movies.
I could live without that movie.
I like those.
No, was it a trilogy so far? And is
No,
this
this
the
would be-
fourth one?
This would be, I think, the fourth one.
I
Yeah,
think
that's
the
what I'm
fourth,
saying.
yeah.
A trilogy, that's fine. I watch all 3, but I will not watch number 4.
No, I don't watch anything with him.
No.
Seriously, he's got a lot of shit.
If,
Bro, I feel like he's on TV all the time. And I'm
if
fucking
the Fresh Prince came on, you wouldn't watch that if you
No
were
way.
surf
No way.
channel surfer?
Bro, I won't even fuck.
Do you still channel surf or are those
Yeah.
days over?
No, I do. I won't even bop my head to the song. Okay.
Do you still channel
Is your
surf?
TiVo full with
No,
pre-recorded
really
stuff?
Because I have Hulu TV, so like to change the channel, you have to go to the menu, and it's not like up and down, with the channel thing. It's fucked up.
So you're browsing the menu? Or
Yeah,
so
I
that's
browse
not
it.
channel surf?
No, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, I do. That's what I do. I go to the guide and I look through the guide.
No, but you remember back in the day?
Yeah. Just
Click.
channel up till
Yeah.
you find something you wanted. Yeah.
Just so you know, just last night, right? My wife and I were watching something, and while we were watching what we were watching, I was recording the Knicks game.
You recorded that game?
I
It was a
did.
great fucking game.
And then
Honestly, you didn't have to tell us that. We already knew.
And then she goes, you think the guy's going to give you shit about this? I'm like, probably.
I can't believe you do this shit, bro. You were home and you still recorded it.
Because I'm watching something else.
You could watch the something else later. This is a live
No, because
sporting
I'm
event,
watching
bro.
it with my wife.
Oh, man. All right.
Although
So
my wife will watch, if the Knicks are on, she'll sit down and she'll watch the whole game.
Well, there you go.
Let's
So
have
watch the whole
an update.
game.
How did your wedding go? With just you and your wife. You didn't know anybody else there.
Oh, yeah.
It was pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah.
It went pretty good.
Yeah.
Make a new friend?
I did.
Did you link up with someone and drink with them all night?
I did. We were with some young, a lot younger people
Yeah.
at our table, talking to them, and one of them's going through, the process to get on the into the police academy. So I was talking to her about that. And,
Did you say you ever heard of Beers and BS the podcast?
You didn't promote us?
No, I did mention it. I did mention it to 2 people.
You mean you didn't wear your Beers and BS t-shirt?
No,
to the
I
wedding?
didn't. Bro, I was suited up. looking fresh.
You didn't Superman it
Nah.
and show the fucking logo?
The suit came out all right.
Dude, my mail order suit came in, and it was
Amazon never fails, bro.
I was looking good. Looking
Hey, Joe.
good.
Yeah.
Joe, do you want to see Adrian back in the 80s?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Jerry?
Tape and shit.
Hey, Jerry?
You know what happened in the Met game? Don't say anything. I taped as well.
Yo,
Sorry, you had the wrong number.
nailed it. Nailed the game. These guys,
You up? Yeah. Yeah. People do move. Have you ever seen the big trucks out on the street? Yeah, no problem. Boy, the Mets blew it tonight, huh?
yes. Right.
I taped the game. It's
That's amazing.
All right. So you know how many times?
Nice work.
Okay. You know how many times? Like, all right. So Mike and I, Joey's always got some excuse, but Mike and I, we try to get together almost every Sunday to watch, the Giants play. So there's been a few times, a few times that we didn't. I'll record the game because I'm out doing stuff, with my wife or my family doing something. So I record the game, and these guys are texting like, "Oh, can you believe fucking this play and that play?" And I'm like,
because that's what 99.9% of the fucking population does.
Yeah, honestly.
Look,
put us on silent.
hold on.
It's live.
Have I ever like pointed fingers at you guys? No. How many times have I said, "It's not you, it's me"? Right? It's me.
Okay.
So
well, at least you know.
I've said I won't even look at their text on a Sunday if I'm not out watching the game and these guys are texting. I won't even look at their texts. I won't even look at it until after the game because it's always something.
They're watching the Housewives of Hollywood while the fucking Giant game's on.
Yeah, no. Honestly,
I'm going to send you the TV
I
guide
don't
next
understand how
week.
his family doesn't understand
The TV guide?
priorities.
What'd you say, Gabe? Sorry.
I'm going to send him the TV guide next week.
You remember that fucking thing, dude? It was little, right?
The real
TV
TV guy was tiny. Yeah.
Anyway, there's a bunch of remakes coming out, a bunch of good sequels coming out, and I'm excited to see them. And that pretty much falls under watching anything good lately. I'll tell you what I'm watching, and I'll just you guys both said,
yeah,
Gabe, we got to get yours. But for me, it was your recommendation. I started watching Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
How'd you like it?
Pretty good. I didn't finish it.
Cute, right?
I didn't finish it. Pretty good though. Pretty good.
It's cute or it's good.
It's cute.
Mike he likes to use that term.
Yeah. Because it's a remake. It's not original.
Yeah, but it's not even close to the movie. It's not really like the movie at all.
I'll let it play.
Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, right?
Yeah, that was the original.
Yeah. Gabe, you watch anything good lately?
I went back to the old school shit, and I started rewatching Frasier.
Oh, okay. Frasier's good.
They actually brought it back.
I forgot how funny
recently.
it was.
They tried to bring it back.
Frasier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying. As we were talking about all this, I'm trying to think of the two shows that I've recently noticed that they brought back. I can't think of it. So
They tried to bring back Will and Grace.
oh really?
They tried, yeah.
Hill Street Blues, was that one of them?
Oh, really?
Yeah, one of those type of shows from that time frame. They just brought back. I'll come back with that next week.
Check out Ghostbusters.
Do you guys
Good
strictly watch something on a platform now? Do you ever watch network TV?
Only when sports is
Yeah, I was saying mostly sports.
No, I know that, but I mean like
because I'll even watch network TV's TV shows on like Hulu or something like later on.
Yeah.
You know, not that I tape it.
But not many.
dude, I watch the news on demand on like Hulu and shit like that. The 11 o'clock news, you can watch it anytime after 11 on there.
Really?
Yeah, it's fucking
Oh,
awesome.
right. Because you can go back. Yeah. I didn't think about it.
I'm a big guy. I love watching the 11 o'clock news before I fall asleep. That's my thing.
Really?
Yeah.
That's your thing?
I don't know why. I get in bed and I put on the news. My wife loves it.
It looks like Bewitched is going to be having a reboot.
Bewitched, huh? That was actually always like, to me, it was always in competition with I Dream of Jeannie.
Yeah, I don't know. All right. Anyway, that's the Watch Anything Good Lately segment. We're going to skip over Best Thing You Ate this week because we got a Brew Crew email, right?
Brew Crew email.
Hey, guys. Guys, we're changing up this week, all right? We're doing, usually I'll read questions from our listeners. Right?
Welcome.
And
You've got mail.
we're going to change it up.
Do we have more than one today or no?
No, we just have the one today because we were doing we were trying a new segment.
Okay.
Yeah.
First time.
No good?
Episode 22. We're trying to go live.
Hello?
Hi. Hey. Wait.
Barb.
How are you?
Hang on 1 second. So here we go. All right. With our Brew Crew email. And we're doing things. This is our first time that we're taking a live caller. Okay. From our favorite listener.
Hi,
okay?
Barb.
And that's Barbara from Mastic. Joey.
Yay!
Joey, you don't have your sound effects?
I can't do it. She's on the phone.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right,
Barb.
Hey, Barb.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Hey,
Yeah.
Barb.
Hi.
Thank you so
I love
much.
your stuff.
Thank you so much for calling in. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure. You guys are great. I honestly love it every week.
Thank you so much. And we love, do you love how we read your questions every week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I want Gabe to know that I do not have big hair.
I don't know.
She
But
actually,
I do make a mean lasagna.
There you go.
Oh, perfect.
she actually, Gabe, she wrote in and she wanted to know what your problem is. She wanted to know if you were just jealous. Okay.
Bob, I know the
I need
feeling.
some hair.
And she asked me not to say that, but I told her we definitely would. So Barb from Mastic, you are live right now.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay.
Do you want me to ask my question?
Well, hold on. Do you know who you're speaking to right now?
Adrian.
Oh, okay. I just wanna
Barb,
make sure.
are you in Mastic right now?
I am. I am. And I know that's Joe. I can tell by your voices.
Yes. How you doing, Barb?
Look at that. Now, real quick, because I looked it up. When you were in, what was the island you were on? Something Maria?
Anna Maria Island it's just by Bradenton, Holmes Beach kind of area.
Yes.
And it's beautiful. It's so much fun. They have when you get there, they have free transportation up and down through the island. So you can go anywhere for free once you get there.
Bar hopping?
Yeah.
Don't
yeah.
even think about driving. Awesome.
No, and there's something called the Monkey Bus, and you can call them, and for like $5, they will take you home from any place.
That's amazing. I don't know. I mean, well, I know you listen, so you heard me bring it up, but I was looking it up on a map, and it looks like it's on the tip of some like peninsula island. I guess an island. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it looked
like, yeah, you can take Long Beach Key. It's like over there. Everyone should go because nobody knows about it, but it's such a beautiful place.
Is this in Southern Florida?
Gulf Coast.
It's on the West Coast. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is it anywhere near Clearwater?
Below.
Yeah, it's right by Tampa. Like below, it's about an hour from Tampa.
Okay, cool.
It's really, it's just nice, and I like Florida. Like I grew up down there, so
yeah,
I love going there, especially when it's cold and miserable and you can't stand it here, and
yeah.
Right.
I'm familiar with Clearwater. I used to spend a lot of time there.
I'm familiar with cold and miserable.
You guys see that? You guys see that clip on Facebook? They're like the fucking groundhog lied.
Yeah, it did.
Right?
It sure did.
It's been so shitty around here.
Reason, man.
Yeah,
Reason.
terrible. Was that your first time there?
Oh no, my niece actually and her husband live there. They have a house on the water, and she's always asking everyone to come visit, and I do.
Nice.
So,
that's it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good for you.
All right, Barb from Mastic. Let's get into your question.
Okay. Well, one of my things that I'm so amazed by is that you guys know so much about sports, the Jeopardy game notwithstanding, but usually you guys know all kinds of details about sports and stats, and I can't imagine remembering all that stuff. But does your family enjoy sports like as much as you do? Do you guys do they play? Do you go to sporting events together, or is it just like a guy thing that you guys do?
Who wants to start with that?
All right, I'll start with that. And by the way, another great question from Barb.
Yes, John. Absolutely.
This is Joseph, by the way.
Yeah. So my whole family is in the sports. But I will say not as intensely as I am. Like Giant games, my wife knows when to leave the room, I would say. And lately that's been happening a lot because the Giants are terrible. But no, my kids are all involved in sports. My son is at the age now where he has a lot of interest in sports. So he's usually right next to me if I'm home. Yeah, so for me, it's a family thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But do you go to games together or no?
Baseball games. That's the only games we've been to together. We haven't been to any other professional sports other than baseball games.
Too cold for football.
I was just going to say, just because it's more comfortable. It's summer.
Yeah.
And, just easier to do.
Got it.
Michael.
For me, my family actually supports my love of football. So whenever like a Super Bowl or something like that, they'll like go out shopping and make my day like wonderful, right?
That's nice.
As far as it going to games,
He really means his mom, but
no. My mother really she could care less about sports, but going to games, like my oldest son is always willing to go. My wife likes to go to hockey with me.
Oh, great.
But my youngest son, can't drag that guy anywhere. I think last time we went to a Ducks game, a baseball game, but the whole family went. He went. And, I mean, I love it. Thank God,
Yeah.
But I beg him to go to like football games and basketball games. Actually, he went to a basketball playoff game with me. But I beg him, and he could care less about sports, But
How old is he?
At this point, he's 23.
Okay.
Oh,
23.
he's having his own fun.
Wait, you don't seem like you're too sure.
No, yeah, he's gonna be 24 in like this April.
wow.
In April, bro. Like, it's
Still not sure.
He's still not sure.
Yeah.
What's his name? I'm just kidding. Son. Gabe, what about you, bub?
My wife likes the teams that she likes. She's the one that actually got me into Formula One racing.
Really nice.
So yeah, she works for a very predominant auto insurance company that deals with classic cars, exotic cars, and that sort of thing. And they used to have these mornings where they would have their clubs get together and watch F1 racing.
Cool.
So she's the one that got me back into it back in 2014, I think it was. But she likes the Raiders. I like the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
She likes the Angels. I like the Angels. That's pretty much the extent of it, though. She doesn't really follow basketball too much anymore either.
Nice.
That's
Very cool. For me, my wife doesn't really care football at all. And part of me thinks that she doesn't like football because of how much I do love it. I think that's part of it.
She won't watch like a big game. Not
She'll
the
watch
Super Bowl.
no,
Not
she'll
the
watch the Super Bowl.
Like a big giant game.
Nah,
or anything?
she could care less.
Yeah.
When it comes to football. Like Mike's wife, hockey's probably one of our most favorite sports to go to watch live.
Yeah.
The four of us, my wife and myself, Mike and his wife, we went to an Island game a few weeks ago. Thanks to our cousin Vinny. He hooked us up some tickets. She loves basketball. She'll watch baseball with me. As far as going live though, like my kids, like my daughter doesn't care. My daughter probably goes to baseball the most out of any sport. But my son, he's gotten very much into baseball. He's a lacrosse player, but he's gotten very much into, I'm sorry, not baseball, football this past year because it was his first year playing fantasy. So, I'll try to get him, like he'll sit down and watch it with me for a little bit, but for the most part, Mike and I go out to watch football every Sunday. At least we try every Sunday. Yeah.
How about you, Barb? Are you into sports?
No, but I was a coach for the kids when they were little for a few years. We were undefeated, but
Nice.
I know nothing. And that's probably why we won, because even when we probably shouldn't have run, I'm like, keep running, and then they would go. And if you came home, I'd buy you a Slurpee. It cost me a fortune, but we were undefeated, and the kids had fun. Everybody played, no matter what. Even if you were not a good player, everyone played every game. So we had fun.
Whatever motivates, right? Whatever motivates.
It used to be
I find
Carvel.
food to be a motivator. Yeah.
Yeah.
Food is always good. It's a good motivator. So
Do you have a favorite baseball team or football team?
I do not. I mean, and I honestly don't ever. I couldn't tell you who played in this year. I mean, I remember people saying it, but I didn't watch it, and I don't. But I mean, I don't mind watching it if it's on, but I won't pick it. I won't turn it on. I do like going to any live game just because it's fun to go.
That's right.
So you'll go. So if we're like, hey, Barb, here's tickets to the Giants game, you'll go?
Oh yeah, like at work we get tickets. We can sign up for free tickets to anything, and you can get 2 tickets to see anything at like UBS or Madison Square Garden or
Nice.
I haven't done any baseball.
So
is it?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, it's really great.
You'll have a great time.
So maybe next time you get like 2 free tickets, right? We could pick a name out of a hat. You could take one of us.
We'll raffle them off, and one of you guys gets to go with me. That would be fun.
Yes, let's go.
Barb.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But you guys are great. And by the way, I just want you to know that real quick, I know you guys, I only had a question, but that Jeopardy game that you guys played was so funny. And Mike, I was rooting for you the whole time.
I love you, Bob. Thank you.
but I do feel that it says a lot about your personalities, that game.
Yeah.
Adrian is very competitive.
Oh boy.
Oh, totally.
He's like a tiger.
Joe, you couldn't care less if you won or lost.
That's true.
You were just playing for fun. It was fine. You know, you're just having a good time.
I was
And Mike
just to remind everybody, I was leading going into Final Jeopardy.
Yes, I did see that.
Some bullshit.
And Mike was quietly just getting his points. He wasn't talking shit. He was just getting his points quietly.
Well,
doing great.
You'll learn more about that when you watch this. When you watch this current episode. Okay, we kind of touched upon that in the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
Okay,
and stay tuned for Wheel of Fortune.
Thank you, Bob, for your
That's next.
support.
All right.
Hey, so really quick, I asked an AI image generator to display a picture of Barb holding a plate of
Get out of
lasagna.
here, really?
What do we got, Gabe?
What do we got, Gabe?
So this is what AI gave me.
That's amazing.
Hey, you know what?
I bet you that's very accurate.
I can't wait to see it.
I think you'll be happy with this.
Yeah, and it's got a full tray of
The
lasagna.
fucking lasagna
That's
looks
all I can
unbelievable.
I'm like, oh my god,
That's at
Look
least
at
a
that cheese on
4-layered
there.
lasagna,
Yeah.
right?
I
I'm
want
gonna say
that corner right there.
That tray of lasagna is like 10 pounds.
I love the corner.
Yes, the corner's so crusty and cheesy.
And she doesn't have big hair.
Huh?
And,
No.
and I do make a great lasagna, guys. So you should know that. If, maybe one day I will stop by and bring you guys lasagna.
That would be
Oh,
awesome.
you're more than welcome.
Barbara, are you open to being a guest?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes. Of
Okay.
course. You guys are great. I would love to hang out with you guys.
Cool.
But
You're in.
Because we're fresh out of guests.
Your last guest was great.
He really was.
He was. Oh my gosh, he was so interesting.
Freddie, right?
And
He had a great
Yeah.
story, Freddie. He really,
He did inspire me. You know.
Yeah.
Like I want to make a move and
Do you?
get in shape.
I
You
almost
want to
don't-
make a move? What after this episode and get a pie, another pizza pie?
I almost don't want to eat handfuls of popcorn when I have to piss at midnight. I'm almost there. Thanks, Freddie.
Yeah. I thought to myself, I'm going to start working out, and then I was like, okay, listen, relax. Slowly, we'll think about it tomorrow, and if I still want to do it, maybe I'll go. I'll walk.
Like Joey said, you got to start on a Monday.
I'm going to have those bracelets made. Like, what would Freddie do right now?
Exactly.
Well, this guy, right? Joey's been going to the supermarket and he's been smacking all the chickpeas out of the out of the produce area.
You have no right to be pasta, you motherfucker.
Don't be a pussy. Get pasta. Get the real shit.
You'll be on Channel 12 News.
What? Say that again?
I said you'll be on Channel 12 News. Guy goes crazy.
Talking to
King
himself.
Cullen.
Hey, Barb from Nasty. Seriously, thank you so much for calling in.
Yeah,
You're
this
our
was awesome.
first-
Thank you.
Our first caller, just so you know.
You're the best,
You
Bob.
guys have a
Thanks,
good night.
Barb.
Thank you very much.
See you,
Bye-bye.
Barb.
Thank you. Thank you for taking your time.
Take care.
Aw, thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
She's
That was cool, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't
come on.
that cool?
That was awesome. Yeah.
Right? So this could be something that we're working in the future, right? We'd have to put it out there and
Yeah,
stuff. Right?
I've been getting actually requests from people like, "Oh, when can we call in?"
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a little,
It's a real thing.
little glitch, but we worked through it. I think.
Yeah. That's for our first time. Come on. Barb, she emailed her question and then I reached out to her and asked her if she'd be willing to call in the question. And
Perfect.
that's right. I told her, like it or not, she's part of the show.
Oh, she is.
She's part of the show.
That's it. We roped her in.
She's a sweetheart.
Yeah, absolutely. That's all I got, guys. You guys got anything?
Episode 22 in the books.
All right.
Woo. Listen.
What?
Very special. Happy birthday
To
who?
To who?
Our beautiful.
To my baby girl?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Isabella, happy birthday. 21, man. That's a big one.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
My baby girl's turned 21 on Thursday.
That's right. We are proud of the woman that you have become.
Yeah.
Puff Daddy's on the loose. Keep an eye out.
I love you. Oh, what the fuck, man?
That was weird.
Jesus Christ.
That was weird.
I didn't mean like that.
Yeah, I love you, kiddo. All right.
No, I didn't mean like
Way to
that,
fucking
bro.
bring him.
Watch out for the Ferris Bueller principle.
You just took that moment, bro, and just fucking stepped on it, man. It's like, Jesus.
No, I didn't. Happy birthday, man.
Yeah, thanks. Love you, kid.
Oh,
All right.
definitely. Listen.
That's it. Episode 22 is in the books. That's how we end things. Thank you so much, Gabe. Appreciate
Thanks,
you,
Bob,
buddy.
for calling in.
Barb,
You're the best.
you are the best. Okay.
Appreciate it.
And we're going to have you on.
That's right. Get home safe.
Yes. Have a good night, guys.
22.